Let's be honest, one of the things that seems to confuse people the most, and one of the things that can set you apart better than the most, is your ability to read the charts, to analyze data, and figure out if a good product selling on Amazon is actually good enough to get in your inventory for you to sell. I'll tell you what, let's go through a tutorial on how to actually read these things, shall we? Let's roll them. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. For those that don't know me, I'm Des. I'm a guy in the south of England that has been building an e-commerce empire for the last something like 20 months now. I started with £200 and I had no experience in doing anything in e-commerce. And I have found myself now on a path to a land of riches, whether you call it financial freedom, time freedom, opportunity freedom. That's the big thing, isn't it, really? I'm a working full-time dad of 4 kids, and I want to show my kids what's achievable if they do something other than the norm. Don't get herded into the same way of working that our generations and generations before us have got into. Why don't you try something different and see what's achievable like your dad? Right. Let's start talking about these charts. I'm going to show you on SellerAmp SAS how exactly we can look at these charts when you found a deal. You're in the shop or you're online and you're searching around and you found a deal that you can turn a profit on. When you go to Amazon and you check it, how do you know that the charts are telling you what you need to know? Because in these charts, you figure out the pricing history, you figure out the sales history, you figure out any seasonality. Most importantly, you figure out if there's any intellectual property risks embedded in this product. So even if it all looks fine and dandy and you're going to send it in and make, let's call it £1,000 a month profit, you need to be sure that you're not accidentally treading on someone's toes and that you're doing something illegal and you're impinging yourself. Is that a word, impinging? You're trespassing on the intellectual property of someone who has got a legal team that can kick you off there and jeopardize your Amazon account and your business going forward. What better way to talk about this than show you in real time? I'm going to share my screen. I've got 2 products that I haven't read the data on yet. Why not do it in real time? Let's go. Okay, so we found this product here, this satin pillowcase. Isn't it lovely? Look. And we've got all the green stuff, which is lovely. I found it for £9.99. It sells for 21 quid. We've got £4.50 profit here. It sells 450 times a month. All of the data looks good. Now, these charts are the things that matters. What I recommend is that you blow these up as big as possible so you have a good enough chance of reading them. So what we've got here is the big chart that tells us the story of everything that's happened in the last 3 months. Most importantly, look up here. We've got this key, and these are the things that matters. The orange blob, this orange blob, that's Amazon. That means Amazon is selling on the listing. This line here, this orange line that you can't really see, they represent the FBA sellers because the FBA sellers mostly are in line with this pink line. The pink line is the buy box. The buy box is the buy it now button. So what is the price that the buy it now button represents? And then we've got the blue line, which are FBM sellers. We are FBA sellers. Those are the key things. So let's go back to the beginning. And what I'll do is I'll incorporate all of these as I talk you through the story of this product over the last 3 months. Now, first of all, the green line. With the green line, you want activity. You want it to look like either a heart rate monitor or some sort of city skyline. That represents activity because what matters here is that the line is low and it wobbles. That's really important. Ultimately, the lower the line, the more it sells. Think of it like a music chart. The lower the number, the better the record, right? Everyone wants to be number 1 because that means you're the best in that category. It's the same. So rather than a line going up being good, on these charts, it's a line going down that's good. And you want activity. Now, this green line, when you see it dip, it represents sales. Don't be fooled into thinking that it only represents 1 sale. It can represent 1, it could represent 50. The most important thing is that it does represent positive activity in that category. So, for example, it could be floating along nicely and a couple of other products within the list start doing badly. That means this product will drop down the chart in a good way through the other people being bad. You can never explain what those drops represent other than it being something positive. So keep that in mind. We have got plenty here. So we've got good activity, and it floats roughly around this 16,000 to 8,000 in the category, which is great. That's the green line. So we know that this sells because it sells consistently. There's activity that is fairly consistent during this whole time. Sometimes you see peaks and dips depending on seasons. So this is where you get to see if something's got a seasonal product. For example, Christmas decorations, that would drop like a stone during November, December time, and then go back up again and stay up for the next 7-8 months. You see, that's what a green line would represent. Now, this pink line, this is the buy box. So this is the price that this product has been for the last 3 months to represent that buy it now function. The blue line and the orange line, they usually float around the pink line because those are the ones that you want it to remain competitive with in order to get the buy box. So don't worry too much about the blue line and the orange line for a chart like this. It's the pink line that matters. If the pink line disappears, which means the buy box has been suppressed, that's when you need to consider the other pricing strategies. So on this one, we are looking solely at the buy box. And look, it's fairly consistent. It's $25.99 up until the end of March, when it drops down to £22.86. And in classic online arbitrage fashion, it slowly drops. So we are now looking at £21.74 when it was actually £26 just over 2 months ago. Interesting, right? That is usually competition driving price down. It's frustrating, but it is a factor of online arbitrage that you need to be aware of. So we know our pricing strategy over the last 3 months. We know we can sell it at anything between £20 and £25, maybe a bit higher than that, and you would still have eligibility to have the buy box. That's really good to know. Now, the other big factor on this one is this orange blob. Amazon themselves jumped on the listing at the end of April. Now, what's really interesting is that they didn't drop the price. They stayed competitive with everyone else. Now, if we go back into the listing, let's check the buy box. So even though it's Amazon that's on the listing, it's actually Amazon US. And they've only had the buy box 4% of the time. So we can ignore that. This is a good example of, if Amazon are on the listing, should I ignore it? No. They've only got the buy box 4% of the time. No problem. Let's keep. So that is the story of this product. It sells consistently. The price has dropped by about a $5. Amazon are on it, but it doesn't really matter. And everything is ticking along quite nicely. That's the top chart. The bottom chart, the one you need to pay attention to, is the offer count. You can see here the offer count, which essentially means how many other people are selling on this product. How many people are offering this product on this listing. We've got 7 sellers here, and it actually creeps up. 8, 9, and at the moment, we've got 11 different businesses selling this product. What you want to avoid is something where the line drops like a stone. So if this had 9 sellers and then dropped like a vertical line down to 1, that is an indication that 8 other people have been sent letters saying, get off this listing, you're in breach of intellectual property. It would drop like a cliff. And sometimes, and you do see it, the line floats up and up and up, drops, up and up and up, drops. That would indicate IP. So that is how you would read that chart. Now, that's only a 3-month window. What I like to do as well is go back over the year, because again, it gives you an idea of seasonality. But what we can be sure of, for some reason, in late July, August time, it goes up a little bit, but I should imagine everything's boiling at that point, so we're going to be buying pillows. But what we can see is consistent sales throughout the year and a fairly consistent price. This is interesting up here, look. At one point, the buy box jumps up to over £40. So what you do know is that there is wiggle room should the price jump up, because when that price did shoot up, look, this still sold. That's very interesting to know. And again, what we see is more and more people jumping on the listing. So this is comfort. We can take it from there. That's product number one. Let's do product number two. We found this perfume and the same sort of deal. Look, we're turning £5 profit on each. It sells 40 times a month. Everything seems to be looking good. Now let's go down to the charts. And again, we want to open these up. Once again, we're in the default mode. I'm not going to go over everything. So what I'll do is I'll just read you through the story like I did before. So here we go. First of all, look at this green line. This is a perfect green line. Look how low that is. Look, it's in one of the top rankings here. 1,000 in the perfume category. That's incredibly low. That means that would be selling bundles and bundles and bundles. But look at the price. It's fairly consistent. It's always stuck between £20 and £25. So what we know is that this is selling a lot over the time. Price goes up, the buy box goes with it, sales continue. It goes up to about £26 at one point, and we keep running along. This is great. Then, this is interesting. Out of the blue, wallop. It jumps up as 1,400 in the charts, up to 92,000. So in fact, when it's saying it sells 40 times a month, it might be fewer than that because we're talking about the last 90 days. So it might be top heavy at the start of that 90 days, but then in the last month or so, there are so few sales, it could actually be getting lower and lower. There's no guarantee that this would sell 40 times a month. And it does. Look at that. It doesn't sell in the summertime. So this is clearly a winter time fragrance. This is a perfect example of seasonality. And have a look as well. Look, back in May last year, Amazon got on the listing and they dropped out around September and stayed off it. That's interesting. Let's go back to all time to see if that's a pattern. It is. Look, Amazon come on and off when they want. So that's another thing to consider. Let's go back to the year. So we know during May, roughly to the end of summer, it doesn't sell very well at all. And then it sells like hotcakes all the way through to the autumn. Didn't sell again at Christmas time, but it sold during the springtime. Now, the question for you when it comes to a chart like that is, are you still willing to take a punt? And this is why I can never say to you, this is the method you should be teaching, because it depends on you. It depends on your propensity to gamble. It depends on your cash flow at any one time. Have you got enough money where you think, you know what, I'm just going to throw 5 of these in to see what happens? A lot of this is a personal preference. I would still buy a few of those and put them in. At the very least, I would buy them because they're cheap at the moment, keep hold of them until a period where it has historically sold very well, and then send them in. You know, these are the sorts of strategies you need to be putting in place, but I wouldn't have known that without reading those charts. That's vital, because when we go back over that listing, we can see the data that says it's going to sell 40 times a month. But actually, when you look at those charts, you know that it's not currently selling very well, but it did sell very well a couple of months ago, which contributes to that 40 a month number. I hope that helps. That is a crash course on how to read those charts. I'll do a few more of these because they're always fun to do. They always tell you something different, and I genuinely read that in real time. Thank you so much for coming back. I hope you found that of use. I really enjoyed doing those. If you like this channel, please subscribe. If you've got something to say, please leave a comment. I'll tell you what, let me know if you would buy that, because I'm genuinely interested to see whether you would give that a go or not. As well as that, I'll see you next time. Take care.